For the knee bar. All right, let's go over the mechanics first, all right? Yeah, please. So, just go ahead and end your side, facing that way. Okay, so we're going to start with this top leg here, all right? Same thing, I've got my grips, I've got my body position, and I've got my leg position. The three joints I got to pay attention to, the hip and the ankle, because I'm attacking the knee, okay? If I try to armbar somebody and their arm's facing the wrong way, am I going to get it? No, just like if I'm trying to, John's like, if you pull hard enough. If I'm trying to knee bar him here, is it going to work? Oh, my hips have to be opposite his knee. So I either need to adjust his position or adjust my position. Okay? Overall, I want to be as close to him as possible. I want to be trying to sit on his belly. Okay? Generally, I use my legs behind his back and on his butt. Okay? If I triangle, it's not easier for him to get out. See, that's the most basic defense. Push on the hip and get your knee free. If I stay here, okay, we're starting with this good leg position. Here, now if he's trying to push, it's his arm versus my legs. Okay, people make the mistake and they're like, oh, I'm going to triangle, I'll be safer. Plus, he can attack my feet here. Okay, and I don't want that. So, butt to belly, just like with the reap we were trying to go butt to butt, here I'm trying to go butt to belly, trying to get as close as I can. Because I want this knee up against my body. I don't want this knee anywhere near my hips. Nobody likes a knee in the groin, okay? Same thing on a knee bar, it's no good. Once that knee gets close to the groin or past, you're gonna miss it. So the closer your butt is to his belly, the better off you are, okay? Curl those legs. Look, this comes right up his spine, and this is right across his kidneys. I can cross them here if you want, but I don't feel like it's as strong. I want to get bottom and back tight. Now, if he's trying to push, very much more difficult for him to get out. Okay? I'm still pinching with my knees, controlling the hip. Sound good? Now, my body is going to be, I want my body on the leg. I don't want to be out here trying to arm wrestle his leg. Okay? I want my body right up on that leg. Now, what people make the mistake of doing is trying to get a knee bar holding around the knee. What's he going to do? Now I ain't getting it. Okay? Because in letting go and trying to fight this, it's not going to happen. Generally, so now we know our legs are here. Look, my body's in an S, my body's tight to the leg. Okay? Which is going to set me up for my grips. My grips, generally I want the foot between my head and the ground. Okay? So if I just hug this and I put his foot between the head and the ground, if he tries to turn, see? If he tries to turn, this makes it a lot harder for him to turn. This keeps his knee, if I keep his toes pointed at me, his knee, it's like the thumb or the pinky on the arm bar, right? If this is out here, see how easy? He turns that foot, the knee's out, okay? But if I block this here, I talk to the phone. Hello, foot. Is the knee home? And there it is. All right? I trap this in here so he can't turn. He tries to turn one way, the ground's blocking it. Tries to turn the other way, my head's blocking it. So I can just hug this. Okay? If I don't have this and it's a little further away, grab the toes, Model Leon. He tries to turn. See where I'm at? Okay? So hug, head between the ground, the foot between the head and the ground. Modeling, if it's further away and I can't get it there, grab those toes, rear naked choke. Okay, now if he's trying to turn, not happening. Okay, I don't want to arm wrestle his leg. I'll lose. I get this tight to my body, I'm tight. Now look, it's my hips. It's not my arms pulling. It's my hips going in. Check. Here, hips going in. All right, now, if he does start to turn it, and it's getting out, I can pass it behind my arm. And again, my hips do the dirty work. Okay? Sometimes, so that was that leg. Okay? If I'm here, there's a couple different entries. I might be here trying to do the same thing. Okay, see the footwork? It's a little bit different. We'll get there from different entries. But same thing. Look, my foot is behind the kidneys. I'm tight here. I'm as close to my butt to his body as possible. I want this knee high. I get tight on the leg. My head keeps the foot between the ground and my head. If I can't, I'm here. Okay, if he gets this turned a little bit, I pass it off and put it behind my armpit. If I do this, he's gonna pull and push my arm. I just like keeping it in tight here and letting my hips do the work. People will get here and they'll be like, trying to do this all with their, look, all with my upper body. See all that movement? But if I go hips, it's on like that. Okay, lock this in here, quick with the hips. Okay? Hug, long lost teddy bear, Leon, under the arm. The only other variation I'll do is here. See where I'm at? If I enter this from different places and I can grab the back of my head, kind of like the single, treetop, this is really strong too. But again, nothing changes. His foot is still between my head and the ground if he tries to turn. Okay, I'm blocking it there. And I can still get, I got to change my angle a little bit, that's fine. I change my angle and get the knee bar. Okay? So the the one-handed, I'm just grabbing the back of my head. Hug, Leon, single hand, under the arm. And you see how I pass that off? Don't try to take it out here and do it with your hands, because now it's too far away. Do this as close in as you can. Any questions on the mechanics? Where are my feet? Behind him, pulling him in close. Where are my hips, my butt? As close to his belly or his side as I can get there. Check. Where's my body? Glued to that leg, right? The knee is well above my crotch. Grips. Hug. Leon. Single-handed. And then the armpit. Cool? Let's do it. Practice whatever. Off our cross knee pass, which our basic curriculum is, you got your cross knee and your knee through, two basic passes. All right? I've got two different variations that I can do here, okay? I like this one better because he's expecting me to try to throw this over and make some pressure, okay? Instead, I cross knee, right? My knee goes across, and look where I'm at. I'm already here. Now, his leg is on the wrong side, but everything else is so tight that I can grab onto the foot, and now if he tries to turn, I'm blocking his foot's trapped in here really well, right? Grabbing the feet, keeping his toes from turning, and I'm right here. I'm boom, right into it. Okay, I can even be here. I generally come here because I want to get both feet on this, or both hands on this so he can't turn. Okay, once again. Okay, so here, I've got this underhook. He's expecting me to try to throw this way. Okay, I can even kind of fake it, so I put some pressure down here. Look, knee cuts across. I drive the knee all the way to the ground. This gets tight, right? Hook's tight. Look, I want to sit on him. This is already high. Look, it's already, if he tries to bend his knee now, it's very tough. So we can get all the way into the position, and I'm here, right? This is pulling, this is tight. I'm not pushing, I'm pulling both heels to my butt. I only have the one leg here, but I'm under his hip, so I'm really isolating this. Grip so he can't turn. He tries to turn one way, my head's in the way, tries to turn the other way, my hand's in the way, hips in, and I get the tap. Question?
You don't want to try to switch sides to like
no. Because of where my leg is, because I don't have both legs around. If I had both legs around, then I would maybe do that, but because my knee is in the way. As soon as I start going to switch, it's going to create more space. Okay? Yeah. Let's do it this way. Okay? So I'm here, boom, open guard, I underhook here, right? Blocking the hip, playing my game like I like to do. I pretend I'm going to throw, he's like, oh, pushes down. This knee, cross knee to the far side mat. All the way to the mat, this foot flips the butt. I'm already high up on this. At any time, if he's trying to pull his leg back, it's very difficult. Grab the toes, keep this tight to my neck, okay? Now, what I gotta be careful of is getting too far away. Can everybody see that? If I get too far away, then that's no good for me. So I stay tight. Underhook, I go to throw, cross knee, I'm here. Everything's tight. My shin is up under, I'm actually pulling his hips up off the ground with my shin here. Grab, hips in. So cross knee entry with the leg underhooked. I'm not trying to confuse you. There's a lot of material. I can do this from here as well. This way. So we're doing leg underhook, right? If for some reason I'm here, he may think I'm trying to ankle lock him or straight Achilles, so he may straighten that leg out. Okay, that's fine. This turns into an armpit arm bar in this case. I like the underhook one better personally, but that's legit too, as long as you can keep it in place for the armpit. Try the underhook one first. If you're getting that smooth, then try the straight Achilles grip. Okay, so let's do it. Knee bars, you've got rolling knee bars, forward spinning knee bars, backward spinning knee bars, and then just some kind of miscellaneous knee bars. Okay. That was a spinning knee bar, right? Because we're spinning into the knee bar. It was a forward spinning knee bar. From our half guard, from our basic curriculum, for those of you that train here, we've got the half guard forward and back spinning knee guard. That's in the basic. So I don't want to go over that. But what I want to do instead is cover like from, let's just say, knee and belly. Okay, knee and belly is going to give us some good opportunities here. So if I'm knee and belly, okay, it's pretty easy. If I'm having trouble, he's giving me a whole bunch of trouble here, I can't get my chokes, whatever, and he's trying to come up on his side, he's trying to escape. That's normally what he would do, okay? So he's coming up on his side, he's trying to escape, right? So what I can do is switch, okay? Once I switch, I have my choice, okay? I can put it, whichever leg I can get a hold of, I have my choice. I can keep my knee here, okay? Back ahead again, I'm hugging the butt. This is in close. I'm here. If he's trying to sit up, it's going to be tough for him to do before I finish that knee bar. Okay? So, knee and belly. I go reverse knee and belly. If this leg is up, I can get the bottom leg here, or the leg that's closer to me. My knee goes here. Sit on him, because that gets my butt right on him. And look, where am I? I'm not down here, because I'm not going to finish it from there. I'm here. Now, I might be able to finish it from here. But generally, he's going to try to escape. Right? I keep that tight. Hug. Maleon. Let's just do that one first. He's here, right? Look, step between. So I can attack either leg. If I'm attacking the near leg, I go knee in, I sit back. Okay, block, trap, pull. This is pretty tight. This goes on pretty quick. Okay? If I'm going to attack this top leg, if he's here, and I'm going to attack his top leg, this leg goes between. Okay? I can fall this way and finish it. Okay? Or I can fall the other way and finish it. Good to go? Very close related to these, okay? So, if I am knee and belly, okay, I can step over to reverse mount, okay? If I'm reverse knee and belly, I can drive the knee over, just like I would normally, to reverse mount, okay? Reverse mount is cool, except that he's generally already got his legs bent. So we have to deal with that, okay? We can deal with that by using our legs, right? So, and I can attack both legs, all right? I can attack both legs here, right? Try to pull them in, right? So I push them out with those feet, then I switch it off. Now look, now I triangle. Okay, double knee bar. Okay, here, right, I can step over, like I'm going to go and switch sides, right? Everybody knows that knee bar, remember that, right? I'm here, I step over, back step, the other side. Except here, I step over, and I keep this on this side. I stay sitting. Okay? Boom. He's gonna start bucking and jumping, right? But if I stretch these out, it's tough. And all my weight's on him now, so this really sucks for him. So I replace, right? Look, I replace here, all right? And then as I go to one side, generally he'll choose which side we go to. Okay? I'm coming up on the legs and looking to get this locked or triangled, but I've got a double knee bar there. Okay? My other choice, if I'm not comfortable with this, or I can use this just to one side, right, to step inside. Now, okay, step inside. Even if he's fighting, if I start wrestling him here, right, I'm not going to get it. But keep your leg. If I come down here, right, get my grip here, now I'm good. Again, he'll generally decide which way we're going to go. I'm sitting on him, my butt couldn't be closer, my legs are hugging him, I'm behind. Okay? Okay? Try to bump me off and try to keep your legs straight. Or keep your legs bent. Keep your legs bent, push it and bump me off. Okay? Bump me off. Alright, so it's frustrating. Boom, right? Up here, bend your legs. One arm, right? Okay? One leg. He's bumping, he's jumping, trying to keep his knees bent, right? That's just to get here. And if we bump this way, no big whip, I stay on top of it. If he gets away a little bit, I transition. Okay? Question?
Can you demonstrate that move 10 times on Steve Holt, please?
Let's do it. Let's wrap it up. Don't be standing in the back. Come in close. All right. Take notes. Pay attention. Quick review on the mechanics of the knee bar, and then we'll get into the different types of entries again. So Kelly's gonna just land. So remember on the knee bars, right? There's three things I'm really paying attention to. Okay. The first is my legs. I need my butt as close to what? To his belly, right? I need this as close to him as possible. So I use my legs to pull me in close. I like a back behind the butt and the back, keeping this tight in here, okay? And then I can pinch with my knees. If my legs are in the right position, then it's easier for my body to be in the right position and my arms and my grips to be in the right If I'm attacking the ankle, I need to control the knee and the toes. All those phalanges up there. Okay, but right now we're here. So the best way I can control that hip is by keeping my legs bent and tight. Okay, my body is tight to the leg, right? I've got kind of an S curve happening here, right, with my legs and my body. And then the grips, right? I've got a couple different grips I can do. The purpose of the grips is to do what with his foot?
Pointed in the proper direction.
Keep his foot pointed in the proper direction. Okay? If he can move his foot, when he moves his foot, what happens to his knee? Yeah, it turns. If he can't move his foot because it's trapped between my head and the ground, now he tries to point that up and it limits his mobility. Okay? So I've got the between my head and the ground hug, right? I want to hug as high as I can. People make a mistake of hugging down here and then wonder why they can't get the knee bar, right? Isolate here, control here and here. Now I'm in a good position. If I can't get it to there, I can figure 4, model Leon, and hold on to his foot. Now he tries to move his foot, and he can't turn it as far. If I'm not controlling that foot, look, he can turn it way, way up, and now he's out. Okay? If I control the foot, now he tries to turn. Okay? Big difference. Okay? So the hug, with the foot between me and the ground, the model Leon, and the what? Behind the armpit, knee bar, right? Armpit, knee bar. Those are the high percentage grips. Check. So let's go out real quick, 2 or 3 minutes. Good leg position. Remember the leg position. The legs can be in different positions. Okay. If I'm here, right? This leg can be here and here. All right. Like wherever I need to be to get behind his back and his butt is, depends on the entries. With the different entries, we're gonna have different positions. So there's not one. You have to understand the principle on this one. Control the hip. So whatever you can do to control the hip better, that's where you want to be. Any questions on the mechanics of just the knee bar finish? Okay, let's go out. Just spend a couple minutes reviewing it, and then we'll get into a bunch of entries. Let's go. As we talked about with the basic Achilles, it's easier if it's that top leg to get your grip. It's possible to do on the bottom leg, but it's easier to do on the top leg. You're going to end up in both situations, so you need to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable attacking the top leg, right? This is his top leg since he's on his side. Or if we end up here, it changes the angle a little bit, right? Generally, if I'm attacking the bottom leg, that's where I'll tend to switch off to this because of the knee angle already kind of popping up out there. And this gives me the right angle on stuff. Does that make sense? Also, what you'll find is your feet position are different, right? This is going right up his butt crack here, pulling it in, and this is kind of helping it out, right? I don't get a good control on the back of his, like the small of his back. So my foot position's a little bit different on this lower leg, right? Then on the top leg, here I can come here and control behind. So it's just different controls, neither is wrong or right, and you're going to find yourself in both positions. It's important for you to be able to finish both the top leg and the bottom leg. Yes, sir.
And when you're attacking that bottom leg and you can't get it underneath the armpit, do you want to switch it to your side, like floor down?
Yeah, that's what we were talking. Like that's the main grip on that. Like that trap between the head and the ground. I mean, I remember teaching that to you like 8 years ago or whatever, right? Like that leg trap between your head and the ground is very effective on that bottom leg. Because it just makes it that he can't turn one way or the other. Good to go? Any other questions on mechanics? All right, let's get into some entries. I'm glad we did some rolling to start, did the warm-ups, because we're going to do some, we talked about that there's forward spin, back spin, and rolling, and then kind of a miscellaneous category for knee bars. So I like that organization. Rolling, forward spin, backward spin, and then some that don't really, that kind of defy those categories, but those are the main categories. start off with the rolling knee bar from Turtle 3 that we have in our basic curriculum. Okay, so a lot of you, this is going to be familiar, but this is going to start as a base for a couple other rolling knee bars that we're doing. So this is going to be kind of nice to start. So if Kelly, so when we talk about turtle here, we talk about this is turtle 1, okay? This is turtle 2, and then turtle 3, I'm back here. Turtle 4, I've got my hooks in, okay? So from turtle 3, this is where we're working. It's like a lot of wrestlers, kind of like a referee's position here where you're ready to chop and stuff. And a lot of times his back leg is up, okay? When his back leg is up, it's good. Sometimes they put the knee down and they're controlling the hips, all right? This is where we're working from. This is our basic rolling knee bar from turtle 3, okay? And we'll start this with his knee in between my knee, okay? So I'm here, he's got his knee here, so there's an inside leg. Now, my inside shoulder, right? He's on my left side, so this is my inside shoulder. Does everybody understand that nomenclature, right? So inside shoulder. That is the arm that I'm going to go here between. Okay, I'm going to go between my leg and his inside leg here. Okay, I forward shoulder roll while I'm kicking this leg up. Okay, and I bring this leg down, and I choke up and out on this leg. Go right into the knee bar. Up, trap, out of my own, and I've got the knee. Okay, if he gets too far turn, if he's trying to turn to his right, other right. If he gets too far out, then I can switch it out. If we get too far outside of that, then we'll talk about other transitions that we can do later. Now, squeeze for a second. Normally when we do a forward shoulder roll, I'm starting at this line, right? And I end up way over here, right? I go 2 meters. So on this one, I want to stay in place. It's more of a monkey roll. I want to just kind of stay in place, right? And look, without somebody on top of me, I only went a meter. I went half as far. With somebody on top of me, I'm not going that far. Does everybody understand? So I'm not trying to roll forward. I'm trying to roll under him, right? So inside leg is his right leg. My inside arm, in this case my left arm, goes between my leg and his leg, and I forward shoulder roll. Look, see how I'm pushing my butt up? This throws him off balance, right? This arm's through here. Now this comes down the back, right? This leg's here pulling the hip in tight. Notice as we go, my arm is coming up to that ankle control. So now if he tries to bend his leg, it's a lot more different. It's a lot more difficult, right? I come to my model leon. My legs are pulling in. My body's tight to his leg. I've got it as soon as we're in position. Okay? I can't be sloppy with this. I can't be hanging out here. Now I'm not going to get it. It's too late. As I'm rolling, this is choking up. Catch it here. Right away. My leon. Head between the ground, foot between the ground and here. Right? I like Kevin was talking about with this top leg. I'm attacking top leg. I almost automatically go for this model leon because there's more space here. When it's the bottom leg, I can just lay my head on it and smash his foot into the ground, and it's hard for him to move his foot. Okay, one more time from the other side. Notice, as I do this, my inside arm goes between the legs. Note that my head is to the outside. Okay, my head's not going between his legs. My head's going to the outside. I use this leg, boom, to break his posture as this is coming out here. This is staying tight so that my hips don't get too far away. Now, at the same time, this leg in my grip, it's on. Like Kelly can tell you, it's on right here, right? Right? So I break him down, boom, and as soon as I come out of the roll, I tighten everything up. Boom, it's on. Go. Question?
Okay, quick question. On the inside leg that you say keep real tight, you're just using the outside leg to break them down. You're not using that inside leg also to break them down. That was just
Yeah, a little bit of lift.
okay.
to stay tight. So it's your hips providing the lift, right? So here, that's a really good question, okay? So just switch so we're staying on the same side for everybody. So I'm using my hips to drive him, right? So when this goes, feel how my hips are driving, and then my leg, boom. But this still drives, but it doesn't drive your way, it keeps it tight. Gotcha. Once I broke that down, now everything comes into position.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other questions? But yeah, focus on that outside leg, kind of chopping, breaking him down, throwing him a little bit forward. But not so far away that he's able to get away. All right?
I think that's what happened. Like, I think I know what I was saying. Like that other leg, I've done it before, where I use that leg to help bring his butt. But you saying that brings it too far forward, right? So far.
Balance it out. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna, if you're doing it with somebody who weighs 150 pounds, you could throw him with that leg. But if you're doing it with somebody in your weight class, then you're gonna have to put a lot of pressure to get into that position. But did you feel how my hips were driving first? Yeah. And then as the leg comes over, it chops and breaks the balance. Good go? Let's give it a try. That's in our basic curriculum, so everybody should be pretty good to go with it, right? All right. So now there's two variations here. Well, we're just gonna go. We'll just keep rocking with this. So now let's go from turtle two. Okay, from turtle two. Let's see. What's the best way to see this? So from turtle two, you may bring this leg up. Okay, kind of knee up type thing, and try to trap this leg. Okay, if I sometimes you end up like this. All right, it's not a primary position. But sometimes you just end up like this. And he's feeling a little more secure and you may not know what to do. And if you just try to pull the leg out, it's not gonna go well for you. Because as I'm trying to do this, he can come up and do stuff. So if we end up here, and it happens occasionally, or you can try to get here, right? I'm keeping my hook in here. But now I'm gonna do the same thing. I can do the same roll now from turtle two with this wrong hook in basically, right? Normally when we're here in turtle two, we're trying to be here, and we're trying to get this near hook in. Control the hips so we can transition to the back, okay? But coming out of the scramble, or he's trying to sit this leg up and trying to come around, and he traps my leg, okay? From here, I'll actually put this foot over, okay? From here, I'll actually put this foot over so I have some control. Because I don't like giving up. This is such a solid control on the hips and the arm. So before I roll, I put that foot over. Now look, same deal. Okay? Boom. Okay? I'm here, turtle two. He traps that leg. It happens. Instead of giving up space, come here, stay tight, roll. This goes same thing between the legs, right? He's gonna come up thinking he's gonna get away with something, and I break him down. Everything here is the same. This is coming up as we roll, boom, right? If my arm's here, it's right in the right place for this mauleon. Okay, I saw people having trouble with this kind of, which way do I go? Look, your arm's here, this is the one that went down between his leg and my leg, the inside. It just slides up to here, and as I trap, grab my own bicep, grab his foot. There you go. Head still to the outside. I'm still rolling on my inside shoulder, the one closest to him. Questions? Let's hit it from turtle two. Wrong hook. Wrong hook, turtle two. Standing, right? Because there's some pretty hip rolling knee bars. So I'm going to show you two different entries to the rolling knee bar. All right? So the first on the standing, okay? So on the first one, I'm generally working from a collar tie, sometimes an overhook, all right? But the main thing that I need to do is I'm going to go head inside, okay? So I'm going to come here, right? Like I'm trying to uchimata, or I'm trying to pick, or or I'm trying to do something, I'm trying to hip toss him, right? But instead of hip tossing him, I'm going to shoulder roll and my head's going to go to the inside. I'm going to show this slow, right? I'm holding on to here and I roll. Notice where I pick this up. He never gets a chance to bend it because he was standing on it. Okay? Now look, my foot's up on the crotch, right? Now, I don't really have anything here, so in this type of situation, I'll cross my legs, right? Or I'll use this bottom one, stretch this one out to keep him from moving. But I'm using both legs to control his angle. Look, this is one of those situations where that behind the head grab works great because it's hard for him to turn, right? Where are you at? Yeah, okay? So I'm either, I can cross my legs here. Generally, I use the bottom leg, and I split this up. I'll put them into a little bit of a banana split. This is one that you need to practice and be comfortable with, because you're going to just launch right into it. You have to be comfortable with a good forward shoulder roll. We're going slow and giving him a chance to, right? So we're here, right? Where I would be doing here, right? Where I've got the head and the arm, I'm doing a head and arm throw. But instead, I come here, right? Just gonna come here, forward shoulder roll. Okay, I missed the leg, that's okay. Here, boom, here. This is my bad shoulder, so I'm not really in a hurry to land on it. Okay? Boom, boom, right? My head goes inside. Okay? Kelly's not super flexible, so I'm not grabbing the back of my head because he's already. Okay? So I'm stepping in here, okay, dropping to my shoulder. I'm just going to my knee slow so you guys can see what's going on. I'm reaching outside to see where my head is. My head's inside. Now he can push with his leg. It's pretty, by the time he clears this off, right, now I can cross this in here. I'm still blocking, clear it off. Clear it off, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. Okay, so here. Okie dokie. So we're from the collar tie. You can do it from the overhook as well.
So you want to get that grip on the head when you're back to your wall?
On the head? Yeah, because that keeps him from getting away. From the overhook. Same thing here. Okay, boom, boom. Legs inside, roll. Yep. Huh? I don't know. Never really thought about it that way. Try them both, see what works for you. What they work best for is if you're already in a collar tie, then that's the one that works best. If you already have the overhook, then that's the one that works best. Yes, no? But try them both and see which one you like better. Because you've been working the fireman's off the overhook. So you put that in there too. It's a multiple thread. Somebody sees you do the fireman's and they're like, well, I'm going to do the fireman. I'm not going to let him do that. And then you're right there. Good to go? Yes, sir.
I saw you do it like the second time on the inside.
The arm?
Primary, no,
I-
on the leg.
Yeah, the arm scoops to the outside. Heads to the inside of the legs, arms to the outside. Okay? When I went, like I said, I was trying to protect my shoulder and I missed the leg. So does that make sense? Head is between his legs, my arm is outside his inside leg. So that when I come up, I'm in a good position for him. Good to go. Just take your time. Right? Grab your head. Right? Grab the head, put that leg in. Put your knee down, right? Put your knee down, put the arm to the outside of his leg, forward shoulder roll. Those ones that you have to drill. Right? Kelly was saying, hey, if you want to do this, drill it and get comfortable with it, and you're jumping into it. Are you good at this one? Are you jumping into it? Are you done jumping into it?
I just found something that feels really good to me.
Okay. Well, read those demonstrate. So like I said, if you're athletic, just jumping into this, it's really nice, right? Because if they're blocking your hips and not letting you come in for the Uchimata or come in for that hip toss, right? We're demonstrating. Oh, okay. So Isaac's big throw, as all of you know, is what? The lateral drop, right? So he's here already.
Yeah. So what I just found out was like, because people start blocking here all the time, right? So if I,
Yes. Super nice. Yeah. See how he's just jumping into that? You got to be confident. You got to be smooth. But here's the thing. This guy's going to kind of slow you down a little bit, right? But you are pulling his head down because as soon as you take all your weight off of it, he's going to have to be a strong dude to keep your whole weight, you know, dangling from his neck while you're trying to get his leg. So if you get confident with this and you practice it, you can practice it on the pad or the mat, you should be good to go. But as you get more confident and you get brave with it and you drill it, man, that goes really, really nice with the lateral drop, and you're blocking that lateral drop and you get that outside angle on it. So that's a fun entrance. My next entrance, all right, is the same thing. I can do it off of the overhook or the head or just kind of a seatbelt across the back here, okay? When I get this here, okay, I'm going to make this hook here, all right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in front of him here, all right? Step in front, bring him over. See how I've got this hooked? And I pick up the leg. And we're in the same position. Okay, so we're here. I'm trying to do stuff or whatever. I can't get my hips in, so I hook the leg. Okay, now I step in front of this foot and I'm taking him over this way, right? I drop inside here. But I've got this leg hooked, so I pick it up and we're right back where we were. And I have a bonus arm bar here too. Okay? This one is a little bit easier sometimes. It's less scary, okay? Because once I put this and I have this, what's he doing? What are you feeling from there? Where do you think you get tossed?
this way.
Yeah. Right? Well, what happens? He feels like he's going this way with the Uchimata, right? And I switch it and I bring him over this way because I'm coming in front of him. And I'm keeping this leg up with my leg. Once I get caught up here, bend your leg. Okay? Some people will end up still holding on here or holding on here. I usually hit it from off here. So he's got his arm stuck, right? His arm out, right? And the whole time, this is just getting tighter. Good to go?
You want more, Coach?
Yeah. So, like I said, really important. You know, you're working this Uchimata type thing, which you're not gonna. We use this in with no gi to kind of bump this to pick up this knee, right? But once I entangle that leg, I'm gonna step over in front. I'm gonna step over in front and roll to my right here, right? So I step in front, drop down here, pick up the leg. So that's a little less scary than the jumping into the rolling one. Good to go? Let's give it a try. Whether it's, I like the overhook. I've seen guys work from like kind of just across a seatbelt here, grabbing the lat. Okay, I like the overhook because I get there a lot. Right, we're working this type of stuff. And same thing, you know, I like the lateral drop. I like the fireman, so this is a good position for me. So once we're here, we're totally focused on grabbing this leg. I never grab that other leg. Now my left foot is going to go in front of his right foot. Okay? So that gets me in the right position now. Okay? Because now when I sit, he doesn't have anything stopping him over there. Look, I keep this the whole time. Right? Pulling this up the whole time. Check. If I can't get my arm out, no big deal. Get your arm out. Okay? I'm going to finish this knee bar now because he can't get his arm out, and I got him spread out like a banana split on. Okay, so don't reach. One of the errors that people are doing is they're reaching for this other leg. This is the leg I'm attacking. Don't jump in front of here and I'm going to review them for everybody because these are money moves, and these are like the easiest and the most high percentage spinning knee bars to get. All right, I'm going to use heavy since I know you've seen these before. All right, so from the half bar, all right. Whenever I'm, when we get here, what's the first game we play? Underhook, who's got the underhook, right? It's kind of like button, who's got the button, but it's underhooks. So if he's not letting me have the underhook, and he's trying to get the underhook, then sometimes it's better for me to just sit up and kind of control. I put some weight on the hips, I control, because I don't want him to get to where he's got a good underhook, because then he's trying to get underhook. Okay? So if I don't have the underhook, and he's trying to get the underhook, and I can't, then I'm going to come back here and kind of cover the hips and deny him that underhook. Okay? So once I do that, if I'm doing stuff here and his arms are down, all right, if you watch Abu Dhabi, probably 2004, I think it's 2004, Dean Lister and Saulo Ribeiro in like the second or third overtime. Saulo is exhausted, okay, absolutely exhausted, both exhausted, and Dean Lister's here. You guys, anybody remember that? Anybody else see that? No? Okay, well, y'all start doing it wrong. So, if I can cover this arm, okay, it's pretty easy to step over. I'm going to take my left foot all the way to my right knee, okay? I post on his arm so he can't block me, and then I step all the way over, foot to knee. Stop it. Right? Now look, from here right away, I don't grab the knee, I grab the ankle. Right? Now, he decides which way we go. Because I'm going to start working this knee bar here. If he goes that way, then that's the way we go. And I switch over, I control, and I finish my knee bar. And this is what I'm talking about when I say you got to be able to finish the top leg or the bottom leg, because sometimes he decides which way you go. When I'm on top of him, my two main things are to stay sitting on him and get up behind his ankle, get on that Achilles, get as high up the leg so I have the best leverage possible. Okay, so now from this side, we're here, right? I'm trying to get the underhook, he's trying to get the underhook, right? Hopefully he's as tired as Saulo Ribeiro in second overtime with Dean Lister, right? I cover this arm, right? He may be trying to, if he's trying to get under me, all the better. He puts that arm under, he's trying to get under. Boom, look. I bring my foot to my knee. Okay? Just like this, right away. Suck that leg up. Bend your leg heavy. Okay? He'll pull me down before he bends his leg. Now, it's a top leg this time. Foot between my head and the ground. Or I can lay on. Okay? Or do my single arm, keeping me tight. My plan was to stay sitting on him. I want to keep my butt as close to his hips as possible. But I come right into the knee bar and I'm there. Don't kick your training partner in the head. Good. What was it, the stars that you got? Where were they? Did you get the, when you got the stars? Yeah, anybody wants to know about rolling right after you get a tattoo, talk to Heavy, okay? All right. So, I'm trying to get the underhook, he's trying to get the underhook. Cover this arm, because this arm's really the only thing that's going to give you a lot of trouble. Bring this up, pretend you're a rock cat or whatever you got to do to get this leg up and over, right? Bring this foot all the way around to the knee. If you just think about this foot, and look, I'm pushing on him here. Up and over, boom. I'm sitting on it. Pick this up. Now he decides. Okay? Cool, we'll go this way. While we're going this way, I'm keeping everything tight, keeping my butt on it, and I'm getting ready to trap this right between the ground and my head, or put my Leon on. Right? Now as he's trying to escape, he's going right in my trap and right into the position to finish. Okay, so this is a forward spinning knee bar. Like I said, for me, probably the highest percentage forward spinning knee bar in my arsenal. Because we end up there all the time. And you get plenty of chance to try it. And it's not too dangerous because you're sitting on top of it. So even if he defends, you end up on the side, right? If you do this, he knows it's coming, right? And I step over, and he starts defending and doing stuff. Look, where am I? Big deal. He strips out, I missed the leg, boom. No big deal, right? I reverse half. This isn't a bad situation, right? I can step back over to regular half and be back where we're at. So it's not super high risk. Good to go?
Let's do it. Yes, sir. Another thing too, the reason why when he traps that arm, is sometimes people get sloppy stepping over the head. If you don't trap that arm, it's an easy toe hold.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I don't trap this arm and I step over,
You know, I'm gonna get you
he
there.
grabs, and then I'm in a bad position. Okay, so control this arm. If he grabs it with that hand, I can still kick up and over. Okay, and then foot to the knee. Get this all nice and tight. Control this I'm sitting on. Good to go? Let's do it. Forward, spinning knee bar from the half guard. First, wide. We went through the mechanics of the finishes first, wide. You can know 107 entries to the left pinky lock, but if you don't know the mechanics of finishing it, it doesn't matter. You're never going to finish it. So what's more important? What do you need to practice the most? The entries or the finishes?
Finishes.
Okay? If you practice the finish correctly and make your adjustments correctly every time you work different entries, then you're working that finish every stinking time with multiple entries. You probably drove 5, 10 entries, whatever, maybe 3. Just depends on your game. Okay? But practice, get to the right position and hit the right mechanics. I've seen people get lazy to do the entry and not using the time to practice, right? If you end up, right, if we do this here, right, and I step over and we roll, all right, and I end up here, should I just be like, okay, end of the deal, right? And I'm not picking on you because you're not the only one that was doing this, right? Lots of people. What do I need to do? I need to shrimp my hips. And look, as I'm shrimping my hips, what am I doing? Getting my grip, right? Now I'm in a position that I can finish. So practice getting into this, because you're gonna find a lot of the, depending on how he defends, he might try to get away, he might try to get closer, he might try to scoot this way, that way. They're marking the guy that's solid out there. If you stand outside, they'll bark. So he's standing outside there. So they're barking. If you come in, you guys all know they're the friendliest dogs ever. But if you stand outside, they're like, hey, hey, you come in and pat me or scram. All right, so now my backspin I don't do as a primary. Okay, if I've been trying to pass his half and I just can't pass his half and I'm getting sick of it and nobody can get in the dominant position here, I'll cover this elbow. Like I said, pay attention to how I'm covering this elbow, guys. On the back of the elbow, right on his kanji there, okay? Pushing the arm this way. I don't want to be here because then he can pull the arm up this way, right? But if I'm here, right, pushing down on that back side, now it's a lot harder for my block. Now, let's say he gets the underhook, all right? And he's trying to take my back, because that's number 1, right? He's trying to come back, take my back. Both my hands can go on the ground, and I back step and pick up this leg. Okay, leg straight. Again, I'm sitting on top of him. It's a little familiar. This is a little open because I got to balance. But as soon as my butt's right on him, I'm sitting right on his camera, on my weight. When he decides which way we're going to go, okay, I keep everything tight. I keep my body facing, right? I keep my good S posture, and I come right into my finish here. So on land, facing that knee, ready to finish. Tight, controlling, right grips. Okay? If I've got a good half guard game going here, and I'm controlling and I have the underhook and doing stuff, I never just go and back step to this leg. Okay? All right. Okay? But if I screw up and he gets that underhook and he's starting to get that angle on me, that's no good. So I feel his leg is down on my thigh, I know I can go, right? If I feel his leg unlock, right? If I feel this up here, I'm not going to go because I'm going to give him my back. I need this knee below my butt. He doesn't have to have his legs figure forward, but as he's coming up to try to take my back, this knee is going to get lower. So as soon as I feel it on the back of my thigh, I know I can go. Arms come across, base, back step, and I sit right on it. Right away I'm grabbing this. If I end up here, great, good. I'm going to lock his ear, right? Boom, stay facing the leg, get it into a good position, finish the knee bar. Okay? So, both hands on the ground, back step to sitting on them, suck up that leg as far out the leg as you can, and finish it with the right mechanics. Here we go? Let's do it. I want to show one more entry and a variation, and then some counters to some things that people will do, and then we'll move on to some full holds. So, when we're here in the open guard, all right, with our De La Diva, right, he does this. This is smart. Levi's doing this because this isn't his first rodeo, okay? But if people are trying to come to the back, they'll often put this leg through, okay? They'll put this leg through. When they put this leg through, and they're trying to get far back, then we're right where we need to be. And we just cover this, we sit on them, and then everything's the same that you're just doing. And notice I'm controlling this to keep him what? Facing the same way I am. Right? If this leg's facing this way, his knee's facing the right way. Okay? If I let it go, now that knee faces the other way sometimes. So there's a lot of things we can do to keep him facing the same way. So just on the basic, we're going to come here. Okay, he's going to put that with that back hook all the way through like he's trying to go to our back. Alright? I'm going to pick this up. Okay? I'm going to cover this leg. Sit right on. Try to sit on first. Okay? Then he's got to deal with that. But in the meantime, I'm set up here. Keep the knee facing whichever direction he goes. Right? If he's trying to turn, I turn into the knee. Pinching, controlling. Right? What's wrong with me doing this here? It's one less control point. Okay? This way you can push the one leg up, but you can't push both. Check? So I see people doing this. He can't push it off, but it's not stopping him from turning. Okay? His legs up here, keeping it from turning.
Are you worried at all about getting the foot locked when you cross your feet like that?
I'm going to cross my feet like that.
When you cross your
Behind
feet
him?
and looking up there.
No, because I'm behind his back. It's going to be hard for him to do that. I don't usually cross my feet, is what I'm saying. Like I'll leave them flat. So if you're getting that down and you're here, he starts putting this across, right? Another variation, I grab this outside leg, okay? I overhook this outside leg. Look where I'm at. Now he's leg laced. Now it's going to be very difficult for him to get out of this. And that leg's adding extra pressure. Okay? That's why I wanted to show this. Because we've got this slick leg lace here. We've got just the basic, where I grab this, cover the leg, sit down on him, right? But we can also overhook this leg, underhook this leg, and now it's much harder for him to get out of here, right? Get out, Levi. And I'm just holding, I'm not putting pressure on the knee. Okay, so one more time on the leg lace. Variation, we're here. This outside leg. See, if I feel him starting to do this, right? This leg has got to be up here because he's using it to, he's trying to get around behind. I'll do this to counter berimbolo stuff too, right? We're trying to get this angle. He's grabbing that foot. I can't step out, so I come over this leg, grab this one, scoop down, boom. Holding, hugging. Very difficult for him to get out of now. got to be on your game. You got to drill a little bit, but it is bomb. I really, really like it. Cool? Any questions? Let's do it. Just do the basic one first, and if you got that down, hit the leg lifts. Yes, yeah. Yeah, basic one. He's putting this hook behind. He's trying to keep here to my back. I just grab, boom, and sit on. Let's do it. When I go for this, arm bar, right? So when I go for a regular mountain arm bar, right, or I can hit it from a lot of different places. Okay, we're just gonna come here, boom, block, right? And I go for my arm bar. If I'm doing stuff right, he doesn't get this leg, right? But if he's defending, right, it's pretty common for people to kind of kick this up, no, put it between your legs. Like try to wrap it. They'll do this, okay? So when they do this kind of thing, well, first off, you can still finish this, right? Turn this knee in and go, whatever. But I can also transition, okay? So if we're here and he's blocking my leg, he's also trying to what? He's trying to turn into me. He's trying to get this elbow down to defend. So as he does that, I give him a little space, right? And where are we? Okay? He just went from the frying pan into the fire. I'm trying to get this arm bar. He sticks this leg down here. Okay? So look. He's turning. He's putting this down. Look where we are. I keep everything nice and tight. I transition. A lot of times the arms are still in there. It's hard for him to escape from it. This is a nice little quick thing, but it depends on him knowing what to do, because he's going to be trying to get this elbow down and escape. Arm bar, right? If my bottom arm is through, I need to switch, right? And then I just kind of come over this way, keep him tight to me, pull in with the legs, hit the arm bar. So you got his arms right in there still. Okay? Any questions on that? So just have your partner lay down. Get to him here, top arm through. If you forget and you mess up, then you definitely want this arm here, right? Now, he's created space. He's going to try to get that elbow down. As he does that, I switch off, keep him in tight. And I've already got that elbow, the knee bar before he's going to get the arm out. Good to go? So that's a counter to his arm bar defense. So it's not a counter. I'm trying to do a knee bar and he defends it, and then I counter his defense to the knee bar, right? So it's not a re-counter, but this is a counter to an arm bar defense. Check? Question? Yeah. Okay. Top arm is here. Person on the bottom throws my bottom leg between his legs. Make space here and get this elbow down. Now he's going to turn and try to get this elbow down. Look, I hold on to this and pick this up at the same time. I'm keeping everything tight, and I'm here. I finish. Well, his arms are still in there a lot of times. Here we go. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Got him in case they common. And it's pretty common. Here, everybody knows you need to get your elbow down, right? And then they'll come and they'll throw this. He'll throw his left leg over. Right? Trying to trap me here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this here and hook this up. Now, sometimes I can get it just here, or I can grab this and push up so that I'm sitting on him. Finish the knee bump. Okay? I don't like to just fall. Some people will just fall to it. Right? Sometimes people come here and he hooks that leg. Right? So I come here and then just kind of try to fall to it, and look, I'm kind of far away. I don't really get in position to do it. I've seen people teach it this way and go for it this way. But what I like to do is, once I hook this leg, I know he's coming out of my back, right? So I hook this leg, and then I push back up onto him, so that I'm sitting, and I'm using this foot and my arm to grab this. Now I'm in a good position, because I'm really isolating this. All right, boom, finish. You want to see? Good. One more time there, guys. So, case of the Tommy, even if he doesn't have his elbow down, he makes this hook. He makes this hook here. Right? This is going downhill for me. Hook this leg. Right? Now look. not gonna like that, but I'm using this foot and this leg here, right? So both these are on the ground pushing. So I'm sitting on this leg and this arm, I'm pulling this in tight, and then I go right back into it. Whichever. If it's here, I can finish it quick. So I don't really, if I take the time to move it, sometimes you lose it. So if you end up here, model leon, so now if he's trying to turn, it's tough to turn, and when you know, it's on. So don't, if you end up with it here, go model leon, control it, finish it. But use your outside foot and arm to push back up onto him so you're sitting on him, and use this other leg to lift that up, grab it, get back into the knee bar. Here you go.
Just a quick question, when you push out yourself up and you're sitting on him, you're sitting on the hip, and is it your whole, like both butt cheeks, or is it like one? Because it looks like you were like kind of like half on, half off.
It probably depends on the person and the size of my butt cheeks and how big he is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Heavier on that side, but they were both there.
Like if I was doing this with Blaze, it'd only be one butt cheek because she's so much smaller. You know, like I couldn't get both butt cheeks on there. Check.